Curse EU, first pick, first ban, going to be on the blue side for game number 1. Lee Sin and Vayne, along with the Olaf. These are going quick. And these are two teams, of course, they've played quite a bit together. They have the same first name. Of course they will.
Yeah, the same organization, not quite like CLG, U, and NA, where they play a lot because they used to live together, but they have had their interaction. Jax being banned out last second by Curse North America. Angish, one of the best Jaxes in the EU scene, so sad not to see it, but at the same time, I mean, I see an Akali open, and boy, they've had their assassination comp. The dirty Akali might just show up.
Well, there's top lane bans focused on both sides. Jax definitely poised over to Angish. Elise, Voyboy actually doing quite well this weekend so far. I think actually won both of the games that he used her.
Yeah, his Elise pick is it's really weird to see because you don't really expect her to do well top lane. You normally look for her just, well, before it was nowhere. It's like she got released, people kind of ignored her, but Voyboy took her up top, has been just destroying people in lane. It may not be like the hardest late game carry like Jax or Aurelia, but he has that execution potential, that really cool chase. And those spiders tanking turrets, really letting them backdoor and take control of just every little position they can. Orianna coming out really quickly though for Curse EU.
Orianna's actually been a pretty popular pick and actually a most played among the majority of APs actually here this weekend. So very hot real estate, and you also have a lot of champs that synergize very well with Orianna still open. Like you have the Amumu, you got the Malphite, Shyvana, a lot of those.
They have the Initiate, they can really follow up with that. What's the answer going to be from Curse? We used to see a lot of 80 mids going out against Orianna's, but I think that's only happened to Curse NA. They've never done it themselves. Rengar being picked up, though.
Nice.
Going to be vicious. Going to be played most likely by Voyboy, but the top lane, never something you really want to deal with just because his gank potential is insane. He doesn't have to win his lane. He can just kill every other lane for you.
Right. He just has to sit there, attack those minions, growl occasionally. He'll get that health back. It's no big deal.
Yeah, he just yells. He gets all his HP back.
That's all he does. He just stands in the middle of the lane, smacks things, and screams loudly. It's no big,
Press W, you press W twice, you hit level 6, you gank the lane, you're broken, you win the game.
Pretty much.
But I mean, Curse EU, they know Rengar, they know what he can do. It's going to be all about defensive positioning in lane.
Yeah, and the Nunu more than likely going to be going down bot lane on Rux. So it's Nunu works very well with a lot of champions. We've been seeing a lot of Nunu Caitlyn this weekend, a very aggressive pushing lane. But unfortunately, the Vayne actually has been banned out, so we may not be seeing that lane either. But Amumu and Ezreal. Yeah, Ezreal's locked in for sure. Amumu is a consideration here. Malunu running him in the jungle. How successful has he been with Amumu lately? It's not the most ideal numbers, but he's played him quite a bit. I believe he's actually at a below 50% win rate with him, but you got a good backup so far.
I mean, Amumu's actually done a lot this tournament. I don't know if you saw Meet Playground playing against Moscow 5 yesterday. That game, towards the end, it was just Alex Each and Diamond Prox. Diamond Prox playing Amumu, Alex Each on Evelynn. They would team up, the ultimate would land, Evelynn would land her own ultimate onto 5 people, and that would just be a one-team fight right there. Oh, that Jarvan mid. Or is it Jarvan mid? Have you seen before out of them? No, Jungle Jarvan. That's what Jungle Jarvan does. They've got the aggressive Jungle Jarvan at the same time, but they do have a Amumu locked in, so
more like the top. Yeah.
That's making me sad,
A little bit, and then we're switching around Nocturne. Now I think we're just being trolled here. Is it double jungle? Nah, it can't happen.
Top turn is awesome as hell, but I don't think they're going to pick it. I think they want to win, not look cool.
Well, I mean, you are in the big stage. I mean, of course, sometimes the feeling is like, I just want to do something awesome.
Yeah, just do something awesome.
I just want to show. I just want to rub it in their face just a little bit.
I'm surprised like neither team has taken off their shirts yet. Maybe
a little bit. Maybe maybe we'll see St. Vicious get a little excited, get that jungle gank and just rip it off. I don't know. We'll see.
Sona being looked at by Vitoid, not what we've seen out of him. Mostly been Lulu lately, but he's still a really solid support. There we go. There's the Aurelia. There's all the fun. It's gone. He's going to play a good top lane. No more top turn. But it's okay because the Aurelia is still really damn good on Angish. He knows how to play her. I mean, he's not as well known as Wicked outside of the EU scene, but he's still one of the best top laners in the entire continent, and it's scary to see him on a character like Aurelia.
And looking over on NA's side, there is the Zyra pick, more than likely going to be on Nightjackie there in the mid, and also the Caitlyn grabbed up, so that's going to be a very huge push-oriented lane for Curse NA down bot. If they decide to stay there, we may also see a swap from them. Not quite sure. They still have one more champ to go. Countdown is ticking down. It's just a matter of who you think. Well, Rengar. You decide top lane Rengar?
Rengar should be top, Nunu should be down bot. They could always go jungle Nunu, so that is an option.
Right.
It's going to be support or jungle at this point, and, well, I don't know. It's kind of scary. Like, do they go with a Lulu that Rux has always been playing, or does St. Vicious go one of his standard junglers? Would love to see a Shyvana pick come out, but he hasn't really been doing that lately. Nocturne being looked at, though. Oh, imagine this. Rengar comes out of his stealth, hits you. There's darkness. Oh, he's going for the Maokai, though. Still one of his best picks.
Yeah, his most played pick, actually. And he's had a lot of Maokai games under his belt. He's over that 50% win rate, so he's actually performing very well. And those are your teams coming on in for game number 1. Lots of push coming in from Curse down bot. We got a lot of control and a really insane amount of AoE coming out from Curse EU. You get one, buy one, get 2 free with those AoE ults.
Yeah, looking at it, like if they get a good ultimate from a Mumu, he gets a good bandage toss in, he's going to have the Orianna Protect on him, going to be able to cast a Shockwave right after that, but Toy can always follow it up with his own Crescendo. They have different ways to start fights. Anybody can start a fight, even create that if you really wanted to go aggressive in there, could Arcane Shift, use Shockwave, and start the fight like that.
Not the most ideal situation, pretty dangerous. If you really wanted
terribly wrong. But really, they have a team where you see what they can do. You see they want to initiate hard, and they will kill you if you let them do it. At the same time, Curse, they have ways to stop that. If they initiate hard, Jackie will have his own ult. We can lay that down, try to knock them up in the air before they do anything. Absolute zero for the kiting. Cop could be playing Caitlyn with that really long range, could sit in the back, and Boy going to be going hard, going to be going aggressive. It's going to be up to really Curse to either dive or protect Creaton. Because Boy, if he's left alone with that Ezreal is not going to survive.
Yep. Before we head on to this game, I'm going to give a shout out to ChampionSelect.net. If you want to learn a little bit more about some of these matchups and who counters who, be sure to give them a visit, ChampionSelect.net. And also remember, if you've been here, if you've been watching stream all weekend or not, if you're here for the first time, we got a nice little iOS app. You can vote on who you think is going to win the match. And we are giving away a lot of stuff on that. And we're even giving away a computer for the best predictor of the weekend. Before that, though, we got game number 1 now coming in. Curse EU versus Curse NA. All Curse affair this morning. One of the teams is going to be having the bragging rights for the next few months.
This is Curse or die. Which team is going home? Is it going to be North America or Europe?
I don't know. We are in the home soil. We're here in America. I think we got the hometown crowd here. America. F yeah.
All right.
We're just about to load right on into this one, and it's going to be very interesting. The team kill is always interesting because you know these guys play each other a lot. You know they strategize a lot, and it's going to be 2 teams at their best here because it's the battle of the brothers. They just want to know. They just want to see who gets dessert at the end of the night.
You know, it doesn't matter who wins or loses. St. Vicious is going to have some sick trash talk afterwards.
As always, and I think we're here. We're in the game. Both standard item builds from both these teams. No boots on the supports, no mana potions on the supports either, so no huge aggression coming out of either. You got Curse NA going up through the top jungle, and Curse, you actually doing the same. We may see them meet over here in North River.
I mean, they're Curse NA actually hiding in a bush right by the red buff. It looks like they're trying to set a trap. They expect them to invade through that ramp leading up by mid, but Curse EU, they're going around. They might be going forward, might be going aggressive.
Cop and Jackie, they are outside of the bush. They may be trying to bait something, but EU going up top, throwing down a ward in the top tri-brush just to see if they get surrounded. They'll know about it, but this could be nice orb, nice predict into that brush. The plan has been spoiled. Curse EU gonna back out of the jungle. Same thing with Curse NA. So right now, top jungle is still a very contested area. Lots of wars actually going down from Curse EU. So they want to know that if St. Vicious is going to be running out of topside with that red buff, they want to know where he's going.
3 wards already down across the map. Anything St. Vicious does, they're going to spot. He can only gank from one route. That's going to be leaving his blue buff. But, I mean, Curse NA, they've been scared. They're scared of the level 1 Amumu initiate, which is weird to see.
It is weird. But it is a very risky bandage toss to get. And if
you get bandage toss, you're going to suck in the jungle.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think they were scared trying to set up a good trap. In the end, they did not fall for that bait. They got 3 wards across the map. That is a lot of vision they're going to have. Will fade fairly quickly, but still, I mean, pretty equal starts all around. Yeah,
and St. Vicious, he went with the saplings first, so we may not see a whole lot of level 2 aggression. He may wait until level 3 until he has the entire kit. It's not totally uncommon for Maokai to actually start with Q first, so he wants to get an early level 2 gank. But I think he's going to be playing it safe here on out, and you also see Molino starting off on the blue. A little bit of help from Angish, and no, the blue will not reset. He will be fine taking that.
We got 2v1 lanes going top and bottom. Actually, Curse NA making the swamp, so they want to punish earlier. They think Rengar, being played by Voyboy, can really hold that bot lane. And he can. It's kind of tough, though, because early on, you don't have the skills. You can only roar every 15 or so seconds, so you're not going to have that heal up that often. So it's risky, but they might be able to survive that, especially if they have a plan for this.
But also looking over at on Aurelia, I mean, Aurelia has a lot of great sustain, but it really skyrockets once he hits 6. Once you have the ultimate, you just clear the wave pretty easy and get a nice amount of lifesteal off that. You're nearly back at full. So it's going to take a while until both of these solo laners actually catch on up before they're in a comfortable position to really be confident and farm. But until then, it's going to be free money for both of the ADs.
It's going to be tough for really either side to be that aggressive. It's going to come down to which jungler goes where, who spotted out first. Right now, the advantage goes to Maluna just because there's less ward coverage coming out from North America. So it's going to be who gets that first gank. Mid lane, it's going to be pretty even just because Jackie will take a bit more harass, but he has a lot more damage, so it seems playing a bit more cautiously. And those solo lanes, they are just running back, playing scared because that's a crap load of damage coming out.
Maluna with the double buff actually going behind Voyboy here in bot lane, waiting for the wave to push. He could come in with the bandage toss.
Saints showing up though.
This is a very aggressive level 3 gank coming from Maluna, but the creep wave intercepts any potential CC. But here comes Saint Vicious from behind, throwing that sound being annoying. Voyboy dips into the Prussian lead, and they're trying to just scare away Saint Vicious, and successful with that flash out.
And the main goal there from Saint Vicious wasn't to get the kill, just to waste their time, make sure that Voyboy stays alive. And that's how close that 1v2 lane can be. If one jungler comes in, just spends a few seconds, you can get killed so quickly. Just going to hold the lane in case Mumu does show up again. They don't have the vision, they don't see him at raid, so Luna going to get a bit of free farm, but still, they kept Voyboy alive. And that's something that can be hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, so St. Vicious, he's done with his babysitting job. He's got his money, going to go back buy something nice for himself. Looking at mid lane, it's fairly passive. You have a very minuscule lead on Extinct here in the mid, but nothing really too huge to write home about yet. And Angus here still sticking down the top lane, has not backed yet, so he's still getting a little bit of residual experience, so he has a slight lead over Voyboy at this point.
All right, wards have died all across the map for Curse of You. A new one just went down from Patoy, so the vision is gone. St. Vicious can start making his really good ganks, and he's in the top side jungle, could go for another for a dive on a top lane, head towards mid, but now there are options available to him just because the Curse of You wards are down, and he should know it.
And it's still, farm-wise, a relatively even game. It's so minuscule. Everyone's just deciding to play a little bit more safe. Yeah, the attempt down in bot, but great position by St. Vicious to go ahead and deflect that. It's just everyone farming on up, getting ready. Just wait till everyone hits 6, then maybe things are gonna start exploding.
That's how Curse and Nate used to play all the time. That was their cautious style. You'd see them farm 20 minutes, wait till they're comfortable, and then just go for the big team fights. Sometimes they'd fall behind, sometimes they'd really catch back up, but Maluna actually going for a bit of invade. Nothing for him to take, putting down the ward. Curse of You, we saw this yesterday against CLG. Prime, they had the vision across the map as much as they could. Once they get a chance to put down those wards, they do not stop.
So we have the bot lane from Curse EU. They did decide to back Doran's Blade, Ruby Crystal, so Ezreal going to be starting off on the Trinity build, at the very least going to be starting with that Phage, and not going to be stealing that one, at least not yet. Just a little bit of vision, just wants to know where Amumu is, and St. Vicious actually sticking around in the bot river, waiting to brush just to see if he can get some vision on the sad mummy.
Maluna just going to go towards that mid lane, Extinct went back to base, so going to be some nice buying going around. Actually, just completely even across the map, really. Like CS top lane 21 versus 23 between Rengar and Aurelia, no big difference there. A 4 CS advantage for Kraton in the bot lane, but this is just kind of equal all around. No one wants to make a big play, no one wants to take those big risks because it's scary. Not only is it, going out of this tournament, it's going out of this tournament against a team that, well, you're going to see them very, very often, very soon. Yeah,
a reminder to everyone out there too that the winner of this match actually faces the winner of TPA and SGS, which is going to be a very interesting one also. So be sure to also tune into that one. I also want to note, though, you had, we actually got the lane swap back coming in from Curse NA. They're realizing that Caitlyn not getting quite as much push as you'd like to in there in the top lane, so might as well go back down, play the standard lane, and see if you can make any plays down there.
Now they can try going aggressive. Unfortunately, Caitlyn doesn't have the best skills in terms of outputting damage in lane. But it's all about the auto attack. It's all about constantly peppering Ezreal just with a shot here, a shot there, get the headshot proc, get constant DPS. Well, it'll be up top lane, only level 4, getting pressured pretty hard by Angus. Ultimate being used just for some DPS, and well, he's a little bit behind, and Rengar does not have the best landing against Aurelia. Yeah,
and Angus, you saw, he stayed in top lane a little bit longer than Voyboy did in bot. Voyboy did have to actually back once or twice, and that's the difference of that extra experience you get just by hanging around in lane. That's how important it is. St. Vicious, he is here waiting in the bot try. The wave is pushing on up to Tower Creation, looking for a few free hits. Bot tier 1 for Curse NA is actually at half. So we'll see if Curse can. I keep on trying to. I can't say Curse. Curse is looking to defend against Curse here. Curse looking for the engagement on Curse. That'd just be awkward.
I mean, Curse is just trying to really knock Curse out.
I don't know. Yep, like, well, either way, still, Curse is looking pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an even game. Both teams, they're just trying to hold, like, they're waiting for their moment to shine. There's something that Curse used to do all the time. It's when they, like, North America, they used to do this when they were a bit more cautious, a bit scared of what could happen.
Right.
And this is their safe play style, their passive play style. It's what they're really, what they used to really be good at. But I mean, they've changed up. They used to go so aggressive lately, and it's weird to see them play so far back. But at the same time, they have a good late game. They have Nunu Caitlyn, which may not have the most damage ability-wise, but does have really long range and really fast auto attacks.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like a weird, kind of like an ADD thing going on here. It's like, well, this game will play passive, this game will play aggressive. We can't decide right now what our game plan is. But
well, it's nice to do that. You can always swap it up, always change your style, have that factor of surprise. But it's weird to see him play this far back. Actually, Extinct taking a little bit of damage from those plants mid lane. Jackie, he's got his full combo, so does Extinct. Both of them are looking for a little bit of poke. If they can get 1 or 2 shots off with their skills and follow up with a full combo, possibly blow flash, possibly nail that kill.
And outside of the supports, the only one who is not 6 and does not have the ultimate is Malunu. He is a level 6. Oh, there he is. Now he just got it, killing the red buff there. So now he's got it. Malunu should be having a little bit more extra presence in lane because once he gets his ult, that ganking pressure is massive.
Maluno's going to have a better gank than St. Vicious, but St. Vicious will have a really strong counter gank. If he lays down the ultimate in the right spot, he can just return a lot of the damage being dealt to whichever lane's being ganked. So it's up to either St. Vicious to try and catch a gank in return or try and secure one when someone is out of position. Maluno, his ganks, they're very easy to land. Cleanse is on top, so he's going to be a harder target, but overall, you land a Curse of the Sad Mummy, people just die.
Pretty much. That's pretty much the name of the game. But for now, though, St. Vicious will actually stand by. He's grabbing the wolves right now. We may actually see him make an appearance in bot lane, because right now, Kratos and Vittori are actually pretty far up. We'll see what he does there. He's actually meandering on down to South River. He will be spotted by the ward. Actually, no, he won't. He's actually going on in, going to check the wraiths real quick. As Maluno, once again, coming from behind on bot try. There is the Sona ult on over. Cleanse already used by Cop. Rux, will he be caught by the bandage? He will, setting up the first blood for Ezreal. And meanwhile, in mid, St. Vicious with a quick twisted advance on Extinct, but realized he's in a bad spot. There's the ulti from Anguish coming all the way down from top lane. Zyra going in. There is the curse coming in on the curse. Malunu still in pursuit of Night Jackie. Will he fall underneath the tower? There's the orb looking for a little extra damage. The Ezreal Mystic Shot cannot land. Night Jackie drinking that health potion as much as he can, but here comes Voyboy off on the side just in case. And really good engage coming in from Curse.eu, and that has opened up the opportunity for the first dragon of the game.
Voyboy roamed from top to mid a little bit too late. That bot turret went down, perfect gank setup, he just set everything up. They didn't even use a curse though in that engage because Rux was the only person caught out. So the roam from top to mid set up that mid kill, and they just kind of collapsed when Balluto came in from the side really out of nowhere after cleaning up bot lane. So this is a really good start for Curse.eu. I mean, they had the Curse of the Sad Mummy gank, and they didn't even need to use it for their first blood.
Yep, and nothing happened. Pretty much nothing happened for the first 10 minutes of the game, and then bam, give me 30 seconds, that's 2 kills, that's a dragon. That is a 3K lead for EU right now.
And that's scary because NA, they have to start making their plays now. They have to start being aggressive. They can't just let a passive farm game go on because they're already behind. Maluno's going to have the ultimate up soon. We've seen what he can do with that. It's going to be, a good 90 seconds before they can worry about it again, but still, they have to make something happen with that ultimate down.
Yep. And also with Maluno, he recognizes, hey, we got a nice little lead off that. It's time to buy oracles. It's time to do some janitor work. So he'll be able to clear out a lot of the coverage coming in on both of the rivers, and it's going to make those ganks that much more easier. St. Vicious, however, has not bought his oracles yet. He's still a little bit behind. He does have both of his GP10s, so he's going to get a little bit of that income coming in, but he needs to be a presence. He needs those assists. He needs those ganks.
Maluno hanging up to the top lane, finds a ward, and the brush is going to kill it.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting to see the cheers for the ward clears.
And Maluno clearly not having learned how to kill wards from St. Vicious.
No vision here in the bot. They do not know St. Vicious nearby. There's Patoy a little bit too far out in front, throwing down the ult just in case. Nice twisted advance, easy kill on Patoy here in bot. And that's a 3-man push with only Creatin to defend. Wait for it. Proceed.
I mean, that was a nice kill. That was a clean kill on a Patoy, but they're not getting that much out of it. The tower is still alive. Kraton's holding down that mid or bot lane very well. So they're not really getting a huge benefit. And no offense to Patoy, he can die. People don't really care when the support goes down. It's a bit of extra gold, but I mean, EU, they can spare that short lead that we gained.
Look at the damage Anguish has right now. Voyboy cannot do a whole lot. He does have the Giant's Belt. he does have a little bit extra health, and remember that his heal is percentage-based, so he's going to be able to sustain a little bit better, but I think Aurelia may actually be winning the sustain war.
Actually might be killing him right
but
now.
Could also straight out kill him too. Voidboy, he's definitely a defensive pose. Saint Vicious is not too far away though. You see he's actually coming on around. There is not ward coverage here for Anguish at the time being. This could be slightly disastrous, but he's actually meandering on down. Should scare him away. There is ward into Tri-Brush. Anguish gonna be safe. Wait for it. Number 3. Patoy almost getting caught out there, throwing a ward over by the blue. Thrown down another, it did get cleared out, and Cop cannot get the 3 hits on it quickly enough. Right now, NA's blue buff will be stolen. There's a stun ult.
Patoy, what?
Not getting everything off it, but I think it's more of a defensive ult just to see if we can't get out there safely. And now you see Saint Vicious. He wants some cheers for himself. He wants the crowd on his side whenever he clears out a ward.
I mean, they actually had 5 people roaming down towards that blue buff, just trying to fight it off. Oh, Anguish waiting for Voidboy, though. Those wards,
there's
a lot of wards. It's a good thing Cursey uses a very active warding team.
Everyone in solo queue, this is, if you can just imagine yourself with a crowd cheering behind you whenever you clear a ward, that's why you buy oracles. You help your team, and you also get cheers in your head.
Well, then people aren't going to buy wards because they're not being cheered for themselves.
I see. Wait
Wait. There we go. And St. Vicious knows about that other ward there, actually.
Yeah, he does. He actually come back around and grab that one, too. It's just become
it's
a ward war. That's all it is at this point. But that's what warding is. It's a massive information battle.
And it is because Maluno just waiting in the brush by top lane, looking for Voidboy to show up. Voidboy doesn't have an escape because his ultimate is based off the stealth.
Yes.
The movement speed is nice, but while Curse, you're rooted in place, you're going to get hit. St. Vicious throws a sapling, finds the ward. There we go. Another one going down.
Excellent. And also, as long as the Oracles is on a Mumu, you're right. Rengar has no escapes. Like, oh, that's cute. You're trying to use your ultimate. Well, we can still see you. Get back here. What are you doing?
All right, farm across the lanes. Like, this has become a passive farming game again. Maluna's been looking for his openings, but Curse NA, they're throwing down those wards. They're keeping themselves protected. It's safe play, and the thing with the Mumu is you kind of want to go with someone else. So as long as they see that someone's playing a bit more forward, a bit more aggressive, they know that risk is there. Creatin doing a great job bot lane. Just kind of 1v2ing, has blue buff, has red buff. And there's not a lot that he can do just because of escape abilities. Looking at CS, though, it's 135 to 120, not a huge difference. And that's kind of the story across the board. People are a little bit equal, but another ward going down.
Orb from Extinct, not going to be finding the trade.
There
is the Orianna ult to keep everyone. There's Curse of Sad Mummy, but maybe losing that Oracles. Guess he will 1-for-1. So far, both Oracles lost. There's Voidboy with the leap onto Extinct, but is regretting the decision. There's the flash in from Created. Can he get one more auto tech? Missing shot does keep him in place. Throwing down the heel. Can Voidboy get out of here? Here comes Aurelia with the help from the ult, but the Orb from Extinct finishing the job. Oracle's down on both teams, but there's still a +1 for EU.
I mean, Jackie's so low right now, already back at base. His turret will be going down.
Yes.
Another Oracle's being purchased by Maluno already. And I don't know if you saw that. St. Vicious got annihilated. He goes for the Twisted Advance. Immediately, Extinct just uses his combo, wipes him off just the face of Runeterra.
Yep.
That was a free Oracle to free kill, and he didn't do anything besides root Extinct, which, well, he's still alive.
But also keep in mind, though, there is still +1 kill and +1 assist on Maluno. He does have a little bit more income. He can afford to get that replacement Oracle. St. Vicious, unfortunately, right now cannot.
Yeah, and that's going to be, well, a lot less ward killing. Doesn't have the Oracles now. He wants to make sure he's still relevant, still tanky, and Maluno and the rest of Curse EU, they're going to have the map control if they can keep getting those wards killed.
Yeah, and St. Vicious, I'm sure the lack of cheering for him will eventually get to him. Creatin, though, is caught on his own. Go trying the missing shot out, but the Twisted Advance will follow him in to the bot brush. He is trapped like a rat. Can knock it out of that one. Nice snipe from NA.
The sapling into the bush to go ahead and reveal him so he could get the Twisted Advance.
Very
Great play coming out from St. Vicious. It looks like Curse EU, they don't want to let this go for free. Dragon is up. Extinct being taking a nice little bit of poke. They do get that plant down fast. The ace in the hole.
Yes, take the bullet.
Patoy. And, well, Dragon's being looked at. Voidboy is coming down from top lane. They could try and fight this on EU. They could let it go. NA actually going to just go ahead and back off.
Yeah, there is at least 7 more seconds till Creatin comes back up. His ultimate is also down. So it's going to take a little while for him to actually rejoin the team. It's just delay NA from taking the Dragon. until our AD gets back. And
Wait
also,
for the AD, wait for Curse of the Sad Mummy.
Yes.
I mean, True Shot Barrage, it's already going to be back up just because it has such a short cooldown. But looks like NA, they're backing off. They're not too worried. They know a lot of CS is being denied up top. And, well, it's still a 4,000 gold lead. That's a lot of gold at this point in the game in favor of Curse EU. But NA, they've got the fight in them. They've still got their assassination power from Voyboy. And, all right, if Curse EU does a lot of DPS, that's scary, but they might just go for the catches instead.
Yep, Ping's actually going down onto Dragon from NA. They know it's being taken, but since they backed so recently, they're not going to get here in time. 3 Dragon going over to EU.
A nice little 1,000 gold gain right there. Are really heading up top and just to grab some CS. So the second they back up, just because of the ward coverage coming out from EU, they know when they're safe. They know when NA is retreating. They need that Oracles again. They just need to kill more wards. That's really the problem. EU, they're warding like crazy. And just looking at their vision across the map, they have a good idea of where NA is going to be at all times, especially with the mid tower and bot tower already being pushed down.
Yep. So what is the inherent risk though? Curse they could buy the Oracles right now.
But St. Vicious can die.
But
St. Vicious can die really quickly. We already saw it happen. That's what's scary.
Yeah, but
he's not tanky.
Would it be feasible for possibly Rux or Void? Wait, hold on a second. We got the flash coming in. Aurelia, can you actually take out Night Jackie? No. Deciding to leave. There is the Ezreal ult coming on in from the side. Gonna snipe out Jackie. The passive will not be getting anyone off that. And a ward clear, just for bonus.
Do you know how much Hutspot you gotta have to go into a 1v3 and still pick up the kill? In the end, it was backup from Ezreal, but Anguish flashed forward into 3 people, got the stun onto Jackie, and he still almost killed him 1v1.
And even then, look at that. Craven does not care. He doesn't give a crap. He's like, yeah, I got a tower hitting me. I don't care. You have a tree. He needs to die.
Well, you got Patoy able to heal him up. The sustain is going to be a big deal for Curse EU if they do go for sustain pushes. And I mean, NA, they played the passive farm game for a while. They tried to make some big plays, but never really committed. And EU, with their earlier commitments, earlier pickoffs, they're ahead quite a bit now.
And also, with this push that EU is doing right now, this is how important Jackie is actually this comp, because Zyra is pretty much the only ranged poke, only ranged CC, the only thing keeping EU from continuing to push on. Now that he's respawned, it's actually still not doing a whole hell of a lot. Some free damage here and there, but like, what are you going to do if you're NA? Twisted Advance on in. We saw how quickly St. Vicious melted last time he did that.
He has to get the ultimate down quickly. He has a little bit more in terms of items. Has a Ruby Crystal, just picked up a Null Magic Mantle, but I mean, their tree isn't tanky. Their tree can't take the damage. Voyboy is still building a little bit of tank items now. It's just they don't have the items to survive, and that's the big deal. They're based off St. Vicious surviving. They're based off Voyboy getting to the back line, and Voyboy will get there. But how long will he last? Will he deal the damage he needs to before he goes down? Yeah,
and granted he has a lot of innate damage just on the double Q, but I don't know, it's just, and also remember, the Oracles is still alive on EU. He cannot get the engage he wants until they kill Amumu, which is proving quite difficult.
Ooh,
nice try.
Nice retreat.
Nice try.
Hangish, that 1 point utility saving him right there. Top turret will be going down for Curse EU though. They need these pickups. They just need those moments where EU, they're doing something else, they're going back to base, or looking at blue buff or red buff. They need to take some turrets, get some global objectives, possibly dragons.
Yeah, because right now they have, EU has the global objectives in spades. They got their 2 towers up, they've had all those dragons. And not to mention the farm is actually looking pretty decent, not only for the AD, but also for the AP.
Yeah, big 40 CS lead mid lane in favor of Extinct. Good 30 CS lead in favor of Ezreal over Caitlyn. And Aurelia's a little bit behind Rengar, but overall Aurelia's roamed a lot more than Voyboy has this game.
Cop is displaced down in bot lane. Almost getting to pick up on Jackie, forcing up the flash over the wall. Angish out in front. Swing, that turret is going down way too damn fast. And the orb from Orianna out there. The ultimate actually catching Voyboy off guard. Throws down his own ultimate just to get away. Luna's still out in front, has not used the ultimate yet. There it is. St. Vicious go right out in front. Will melt. That's 2 down for NA. Patoy still in chase. Night Jackie off on the side is exhausted. The rest of EU will clean him up. That is 3 for free. And in inhib. That looked way too easy for EU.
I mean, EU, they have the items, that front line. They catch up Voyboy, they catch up St. Vicious. Jackie and Cop were in the bag. I think Jackie might have been hit by the Curse of the Sad Mummy, but he wasn't being focused, and it didn't even matter.
Right.
They went for the tanks, and the fact that the tanks died so quickly meant the rest of the team was free.
Yeah, and with
this gonna be a free Baron almost.
Yeah, this is free Baron. That's 3 down, inhib down. The Superman's gonna be pushing very soon. There's nothing that NA can do about this. There's not a damn thing.
Cobb can try and seal with a Q over the wall. That built over Peacemaker does quite a bit of damage, but he's got a few seconds. He knows what's going on. Can he land this?
I don't think he's going to get there in time. No, he will not. That is a free
He's
Baron.
also dead.
Oh, well, there you go. You got the shift overall from Creighton. Can he chase? The cleanse is not going to do a whole lot, but you have the Twisted Fans coming for St. Vicious. He will be getting very low. Exhaust going down onto Ezreal, but Extinct over on the side. Shutdown going down onto Creighton, but look what you lost already. You lost the Baron. You still have 4 more members of EU still to worry about.
They're going to go back. They're going to buy. They're going to wait for Creation. They can just wait for the mid lane to push in. Maybe go ahead, split push bot or top. There are turrets to take. This was a 5-3 kill game like 3 minutes ago, and it was still a massive gold advantage. Now that EU, they're going aggressive. They're getting these kills. They're just kind of taking apart NA piece by piece. They don't have a lot of bulky pieces, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, Cobb himself doesn't have that much damage. Doesn't have his Infinity Edge completed compared to Creation. Look at him. He's got a Triforce and a BF sword and a pickaxe. He almost has what Cobb is trying to build and a Triforce.
Yeah, how much gold actually do we have in difference between the ADs? That's a nearly...
That's 2,800 gold.
That's a
in
lot.
favor of Create, and that's just how Curse has been playing. They got the objective.
And even look at the
everybody
APs.
is ahead.
There's nearly 3K that Orianna has over Zyra. That is insane.
They just don't have the damage at this point, and it's
Yeah.
unfortunate they waited for the big plays to happen, and they did happen, but for Curse EU.
Oh, that is sometimes what happens with the passive play, is that you wait, everyone butts head for the first time, and that's usually the last time.
I don't think Angus cares about anything roaming
Oh, he doesn't
right
give a
now.
crap.
Yeah, he's by the enemy team. Voyboy is top lane, so it'll be a 5v4. He's got to get a split push. Can't take too long, though, because they'll lose the game.
We've seen Voyboy split push before, but he's not in the greatest spot. He doesn't have that teleport.
He's their last hope at this point.
This is it. Just can you win the game before Voyboy's left resort
Can
device?
you pressure them so much they retreat?
Yeah.
And, well, bot turret goes down. He's still pushing up top. This is
And
going to
there
be
you go.
harsh for Curse NA. If they need him to either retreat. Actually, Angus goes back. They can still win a 4v4, though. They have the Baron buff. They have the damage and the items.
And there's Maluno going straight out with the curse, and Snide, Jackie melts. Absolutely St. Vicious in a struggle with the Twisted Advance, but cannot make it out alive. Maluno, nice shield coming in from Orianna to help save from the Caitlyn ult, and the push. Whoa, wow.
Cobb, where did you go?
But wow. That's like...
He's gone. They still
He's
have
just-
Voyboy retreating, being chased out by Angus right now. Has no HP, has a shout up. I don't think he can make it out of this.
I
And
don't
even if
think
he
he can.
does, the game might be over already.
Yeah, his house is already going to be burned down by the time he comes back. No big deal. Angus taking care of that one. The push is too strong. The super minions are coming. Curse EU, very convincingly going to be taking game number 1. Look at that. There we go. What that was?
Curse EU, I mean, they're looking really good. It was an early attempt from Curse NA. They tried to go for the push comp, try to really take that top turret down with the 2v1. Never worked out, and in the end, well, EU, they went for the big plays. They used the Curse of the Sad Mummy. They really started some big ganks fast, and when that happened, NA just kind of fell apart.
So do you think we're going to be seeing the passive play come in again?
Nah, I wanna see Akali. I want to see Akali just assassinating, killing everybody. I want to see Curse NA go aggressive. I want to see Jackie diving turrets at level 2. Because I know if they go aggressive, I know they have it in them. They just got to have the confidence. They got to have the cheering from the crowd.
I want to see a Nasus with teleport, but that's just me. I just I haven't seen that dude in a while. I haven't seen him since Lone Star, but it would be nice. It would be a nice treat.
Jumi might be made proud. We
might
never
be.
know.
We will be back in just a little bit. Game number 2, Curse EU and Curse NA. The team kill is going to happen here in the lower bracket. We'll be back in just a little bit. This is IPL 5.
Move.